everyone, it's your girl Melly. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my experience with PRP. I recently went to get PRP injections for my under eyes. And PRP stands for platelet-rich plasma. And what they do is they take your blood and they separate the platelets, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, and the plasma from your red blood cells, and they inject it into your under eyes. And this is used for multiple different things, but in this case, they inject it under your eye, and it is supposed to help repair the collagen and and promote collagen growth in that area. And I have always had dark under eye circles. I've always looked like I'm tired even when I'm not. And I just hate it. You know, you take a picture and because your eyes are so sunken in, it just makes it look worse. You know, it makes it look more sunken in because the way that the light hits it and the shadows and all of that stuff. And I just want to be able to look fresh. And so that is one of the reasons why I did this. I also don't ever wear makeup. And when I do wear makeup, it's because I want to cover my under eye circles because it just is an area that I don't like. So if I could fix that with PRP, then I don't have to wear any makeup, which is exciting. I also chose PRP because it is a more natural way. I am always worried, you know, if you put something in your body and then your body says like, oh heck no, then there's other, you know, negative side effects that could happen. I had looked into fillers and was even considering fillers at one point. But then after reading stories and articles, I just found that it wasn't the right thing for me. Fillers can move, and then, you know, you could get lumpy, like where the filler is, and you might have to get it removed. Or in some cases, you need a little bit more because you're stretching the skin in a certain way, or your skin, you know, becomes, as you get older, your skin doesn't hold up the same. And I just see a lot of people these days that do fillers and they start kind of looking, and this might sound kind of mean, but to me, they kind of start looking kind of bloated because they just have so much in their face. And I just want to look natural. Like I want to look like myself, but just with those little tweaks, if that makes sense. So I booked my appointment and I was a little bit nervous. I will say that it is very, 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 very important to go to somebody that is trained and is professional and they know how to do it. I live in the middle of nowhere, as I mentioned before, and I looked at a couple places, a couple cities. There was one person who was doing PRP for, I think they were doing facials. And this person is a doctor. I emailed her and I told her that I was interested in this and if they offered it. And they said that they didn't offer it, that I can't even remember the email, but the thing is that they didn't like recommend it. And then I told her, well, I read about this, that this can be like an effective treatment for under eye circles, and that's why I was asking. And so then they're like, oh, well, then I can do it. It would cost this much, but I would have to pair it with this other treatment. And yeah, I'll do it. And I'm like, yeah, no. If you have never done it and you don't do it, either you're not comfortable with it, or I don't know what it is, but you're not going to use me as a guinea pig. So even though that was closer to me, and I can't remember how much she said it was going to cost, I couldn't, you know, you don't want to play around with people and needles in your face. Then I looked, you know, further out, and so I found a place. It's about well, no, actually it's like an hour and a half from me, a little bit more. And this place, like that's one of their treatments. They have an RN who does it, and I went to my consultation and I felt like pretty good with her. You know, she had shown me her the pictures and she explained it, and she also explained how, you know, she uses certain techniques to make sure that there aren't any negative side effects, because you have a lot of nerves under your eye. And so one of the things is like the type of needle that she uses, and the other piece is like the way that she puts that needle in, and how she puts the PRP into you. So, you know, she's like, if I the speed in which I push the thing into your face, or the PRP, that makes a big difference, because if you do it really fast, then, you know, that pressure can rupture one of your little veins. And so I liked what she was saying, and she seemed like she knew what she was doing. She's done it multiple times. And so I booked my appointment. It was probably a month out, but she also told me that to get the best effects of the treatment, you have to do multiple treatments, and then you can kind of taper off, and that you also will not see the best results from just one treatment, and right away, because what it's doing is that it is, like I said, it is promoting collagen growth and reparation. So that takes time. Like, your body isn't just going to go from one day to the other and be like, oh yep, you did it, you're fixed, you're good, you look flawless over here. But so I knew that, and I was okay with it. If it's a, you know, a long-term thing, it's obviously a lot of money to do multiple treatments. One treatment is $350, and if you do a package, then it is 4 treatments for $1,000. So I ended up getting the 4 treatments, which is a lot of money still, but I think if it can really change that in the long term, then it's worth it for me. Once you do your 4 treatments, then she recommends, I think it's like once a year, then you have to do it, or every 6 months. I don't think it's every 6 months, but you don't have to, but at least once a year, it's recommended that you go in there and you do a treatment just to kind of maintain. And I think that's okay too, because usually like fillers and that kind of stuff is more like every couple of months. So it's not that bad. And then you can always buy a package again, and then, you know, just not use it right away, 1 month after the other. The day of the treatment, I was pretty nervous because it is your face. I thought that it wasn't going to hurt that bad. I'm not scared of needles, so I mean, I'm scared of needles close to my eye, but in generally, I'm not scared of needles. But this thing hurt way more than I thought. Like, and I don't know if it hurt more because I thought it wasn't going to hurt, but it was painful. Like, it was painful, and I think from when she told me, it wasn't supposed to be that painful. But so they inject it, like I said, I have a little dot right here where they inject it, and they just do 1 poke and they fill it in, and it is, well, your skin is just stretching to the max. Like, it's putting it, you know, it's stretching, so it hurts. Yeah, I like the second one hurt more than the other. I think she did this one second, but yeah, though the second one hurt a lot more. She actually put more in there. I think, well, that's what it looked like. But yeah, it's a sharp pain, I guess. It's nothing that you can't take. I will say that, like, you know, she did ask me, like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay. It just kind of hurts. But it's doable. Once she was done, she kind of held, you know, the little cotton ball, make sure that's not bleeding. Then I was good to go. I was on my way. One thing that she did say is that, like, you can kind of, it's so swollen, like, you can kind of see your cheeks. So it's a little bit distracting, but I could really only see this side. And it wasn't too bad, but then I got out and my face was like so, like, this area was so swollen that it was kind of scary. I didn't think I was going, I don't know why, but I didn't think I was going to look like that. But I was in pain for like maybe the next half hour. So if you take like a Tylenol or something, then I think you're going to be perfectly fine. But it was really swollen. I was swollen for, I think, up until yesterday. Yesterday I went to my friend's bachelorette party, and I was just looking at the pictures this morning, and like I'm smiling, but you could barely, like, you could tell my face is just really swollen from my cheeks, because the under eye went down first, or before my cheeks. Like, my cheeks are a little bit swollen today, but barely. So yeah, it was a little bit like, what the heck. On the second day, I was still swollen, not that bad. But this eye, like, I could still see like a bump. So like the PRP was still in there, so I kind of had to massage it a little bit, try to get it to kind of disperse. But I would say first 24 hours, I think after today's my third day, the third day you're good to go. You can just add a little bit of makeup if it's red. Overall, it was more painful than I thought. I am still excited. Like, right now, like, I'm not used to seeing myself like not have super dark under eye circles without makeup. So that's exciting. I will keep posting and see how second, third, and fourth treatment go. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching.